I figured it out. Actually, I probably knew this a long time ago, but doing all of this tennis stuff on YouTube and all of the camera work, I figured it out. I figured out the reason why players can't and will not make it in the top 100. They never had a shot. They never had a shot from birth. And here's the reason. The reason is because they don't want the attention. They don't want the attention. Think about it. So being on YouTube, I've had it's only been a year maybe. I've had not YouTube, TikTok, etc. I had 3 or 4 experiences with players communicating with me, not liking my videos, blocking me, etc. And what this really shows. So let's just start with the one example. For example, there was one kid getting mad because I did a clickbait video with him saying something about him. And think about this. This kid, I've seen him in a video say, or some kind of blog or something, say he wants to be number 1 in the world. He can never be number 1 in the world. If he's concerned about someone like me making a clickbait video about him, if he's concerned about that, he can never be number 1. Think about it. Do you think that Novak Djokovic cares what little old me says about him on the internet? Forget about Novak Djokovic. Do you think any of these players care about what anyone says? You can't be number 1. You cannot. Novak Djokovic doesn't even know who the hell I am. He's never going to know who I am. You can't be. This is a fact, okay? This is a fact of life. It is impossible to be in the top 50. It's impossible to be in the top 100 if you care, if you get upset about what people say about you. Because if you're in the top 50, if you're Novak Djokovic, you're gonna have so many people saying this and saying that, and it doesn't matter. You can't. That's like an actual thing in nature. It's like a law of nature. It can't happen. So that just goes to show me that when you see something like that, this person he doesn't have. And to think they're out there practicing their forehands and their backhands, and they have these coaches, and none of that matters. It's all mental. It's all mental, and it starts right there. If they can get rid of that, actually they have to get rid of that first, and then they can go do other things. But until that, they have no shot. They're wasting their time thinking. They're not really wasting their time. But if they think that they can be in the top 100, they're delusional. Until they get over that, it's impossible. You need to you don't have to like attention, but at the very least, you can't care about what someone says. You cannot be famous and be worried or pissed off about what people say about you. And it's not just that. There's other things like I had another person block me recently, block me on TikTok because all I did was post an amazing video that I shot of them. And this person, trust me, this person gets no attention. If you search them on the internet, they don't even exist. And I posted an amazing video on TikTok that got like 5,000 views in 2 days. One of my best videos on TikTok. There's been way more views than that, but it's still one of my best as far as views goes on TikTok. And I sent them a message. I started doing this. So if they view my, I don't really go out of my way, but if they send me if they view my profile and they see the video and I notice it, I'll send them a message, and I'm trying to do like the whole Winston Do thing and set up a little match, a little set for my YouTube channel. And this person blocked me. They blocked me, and that just goes to show like, this is someone who's tried to play in futures, and maybe that it's a maturity thing. Well, I do think that it is a maturity thing. It is a thing that a lot of players. It's not that they're not good enough. I mean, they might not be good enough, but at the end of the day, they have to handle this, or they cannot. It's like a fear. This fear they have to handle, or they can't be in the limelight because they wouldn't be able to deal with it. And this is a real. If you don't think this is a real thing, this is a real thing. I I remember when I was younger, there's no way I was going to be, for other reasons as well, but there was no way I was going to even play college tennis because I didn't want to be in the limelight. I didn't want the attention. Even to this day, I still don't want the attention. This is like learned behavior by me for maybe survival purposes. I don't know. Something changed in me years ago, and I worked on it. You know, kind of what I'm doing here in this video, which these people have not done yet. They have not went through that process. They're still young, etc. You see this with a lot of young people. This is probably the number one reason, deep psychological reason why juniors or young people cannot actually be like these quote-unquote superstars, because they do not want the attention. They're afraid of the attention. They want to be behind the scenes. And in tennis, you got to think there's a lot of introverted people in tennis. Tennis is a very introverted game, you know, particularly singles. You get to be in your own space, in your own head. And it's a learning process when they go to college and they start playing these tournaments, these higher level tournaments. So I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised by this. And yeah, just a little video. I thought I would get on here and do a quick update on what's going on in my life and some things that I've learned about through doing this about tennis. And thanks for watching.